Hello, grade 11s. Welcome to your grade 11 course selection information session, brought to you by your guidance department. It's that time of year where we need you to select your grade 12 courses. I am Mrs. Gorski, and joining me today to review what you will need to do in order to complete your course selections is Mr. Keene and Mr. Deladon. What we will be discussing. We're going to be discussing where to find the course calendar and accessing My Blueprint. We will be reviewing what courses you need to take to graduate in grade 12 and what courses you need to take to apply to post-secondary schools, such as colleges or universities. We will also review apprenticeships and a work pathway. Other opportunities to consider are SHSM, which is our Specialist High Skills Majors, of which we have 5. Nonprofit, Health and Wellness, Construction, Information and Computer Technology, Sports, or maybe you're interested in an e-learn course or a dual credit. I will now turn the virtual microphone over to Mr. Keene to review choosing courses and required courses.
Hi, grade 11s. I hope you're all doing well. We will be doing a live demo of how to do all of the things that we're asking you to do in order to select your courses near the end of this presentation. To find the course calendar, you'll want to go onto the STA website, click on either Programs and Services or Departments, then click on Guidance. Scroll down about 2/3 of the way and you'll see the course calendar. When you click on that, it will take you to a public access of My Blueprint. This is not your personal My Blueprint account. You'll need to go through the BLE in order to get to your own My Blueprint account in order to select your courses. But through this link, you will be able to see all of the courses that STA has to offer for the 2021-2022 school year. If you just want to look at the grade 12 courses, you can use the filter to do that. So this is how you can quickly look up the course offerings. But when you're ready to set up your course plan for next year, you'll need to go to the BLE. Where do I choose my courses? To get to where you need to go to create your course selection plan, there's a 3-step process. Number 1, first you go to the BLE. Secondly, find the blue My Blueprint icon and click on it. And finally, on the left-hand side of the home page in your My Blueprint account, you click on High School. That will take you to the familiar page that you were on this time last year when you chose your courses. Let's look now at which courses to choose, beginning with those that are mandatory or the required courses. In grade 12 at STA, there are only 2 courses that you have to take, religion and English. That is, if you've already met all of your other course requirements. If you're not sure if you have met all of the requirements that you should have previously gotten, be sure to make an appointment with your guidance counselor. Let's look at English. There are 2 options for English, ENG4U and ENG4C. ENG4U, this is university level English. Please pay attention to this, and it will probably be repeated a couple of times in this presentation. If there is any chance that you may be applying to go to university next year, you must have ENG4U in your schedule. Every university program has as a prerequisite grade 12 university English. You can also take this though if you're considering another pathway. The other option is ENG4C, college level English. This is the course for all those whose pathway plan includes anything other than university. There is another English course, EWC4U. This is an additional English. This does not count as one of your compulsory courses. The religion options include HZT4U, which is the philosophy course. It is a university level credit. The other 2, HRE4M and HRE4O, are called Church and Culture. Focus on issues related to morality and social justice. The 4M course can be used for consideration to a university program and is presented in a more academic level than the 4O, with more independent work and more research. The HRE 4O is best suited for students who plan to pursue college and apprenticeships or the world of work. Again, if you're unsure which is right for you, please make a guidance appointment. Let's look now at what courses you should be taking in grade 12. Outside of these two compulsory courses, the choice of what other courses to choose will depend on your post-secondary pathway plan. There are three things to consider here. Number one, have I started to research various pathways or programs for after high school? Hopefully that has already started and will continue. If I have an idea of what my pathway is, have I found out what courses I need to take in order to get there? For example, are there any prerequisite courses that I need in grade 12 in order to qualify for the programs I'm interested in? And number three, if your answer to any one or to one or both of those two questions is no, then you need to start doing that research today. If you're not sure how to do that, then pay special attention to the next slide. Where can I research post-secondary programs? Depending on your pathway plan, there are various places you can go to do your research. My Blueprint is a great place to start. There are links in My Blueprint to every possible pathway. As well, your guidance counselor is always an excellent source if you're not sure. If you're planning on attending university, eInfo is an excellent website to visit. There you will find all of the information you'll need about universities and the programs that they have to offer. Here and in My Blueprint is where you will find out if there are prerequisite courses you need to take in grade 12 for any programs that you're interested in. If you're considering the college route, ontariocolleges.ca is the site that you want to check out. There you will find all of the information you need pertaining to colleges in Ontario. Remember, there are interesting programs that colleges are offering now, including collaborative programs in which they combine both college and university programs, as well as degree programs, which were once only possible at universities. If your pathway is either apprenticeship or the world of work, you'll want to check out oyap.com and collegeoftrades.ca to check out possibilities. And again, as always, if you're not sure, contact your guidance counselor. I'm now going to ask Mr. Deladon to spend a little bit of time focusing on the university and college pathways.
Hello, grade 11s. If you are pursuing a university post-secondary pathway, it is important that you know the following information. In order to apply to university, you require an average of 6 grade 12 U or M level courses. How do you know which courses are needed for your average of 6 courses? That is where your research comes into play. Each university program will indicate a list of required courses that must be included in the average of 6. Once the required courses are met, you can include any grade 12 U or M level courses. It is important that you begin your research using eInfo and My Blueprint, as Mr. Keene mentioned earlier. All university programs require English for you. It is mandatory. Since you do not take all your grade 12 courses at once, universities will review your grade 11 marks and grade 12 midterm marks as they begin to determine if your average of 6 courses qualifies you for their programs. Grade 11 marks right now are important. Ultimately, it is your final grade 12 marks that count, but know that grade 11 marks and grade 12 midterm marks can be used to determine a conditional offer of admission. 4M courses do count for university requirements unless otherwise stated. Some universities might limit the number of 4M courses you can use in your average of 6. Unless stated otherwise, 4U and 4M courses count. Let's review a 4-year health sciences degree program at Western University main campus. So the program here is health sciences at Western's main campus, and this program states this slide states the program requirements that you would need. So this program requires English 4U and biology 4U. It also requires one of the 3 grade 12 U-level maths, whether it's functions, calculus, or data management. So there are 3 required courses: English, biology, and math. After that, you can choose any 3 4U or 4M courses. This program also has a recommended course, and that recommended course is 4U chemistry. You do not need to have chemistry to be able to apply and get accepted into this program. However, we strongly recommend that you do take chemistry. Couple reasons for that. One will be that you will need the knowledge from grade 12 chemistry to be successful in the program, or it might require you to take a chemistry course there. And if you don't have the high school course, you'll need to take a high school equivalent course, and now you're going to be paying for it. So we certainly suggest that you take that chemistry course if it's a recommended course. The college pathway. The college pathway differs from university in that you do not require an average of 6 courses. All college programs list their required courses, so it is important that you review all college programs of interest. College program requirements differ greatly from college to college and program to program, so your research is really important. Generally, in order to apply to college, you will need to meet the program's course requirements plus take grade 11 and 12 courses at different levels: open, college, and mixed. You can also take university level courses if you wish. If the college pathway is your plan, we strongly recommend that you take a co-op course and that you consider dual credit. Dual credit will be discussed later in this presentation. Some colleges offer 4-year degree programs similar to university. If this is of interest, please refer back to the university pathway requirements. Let's review the requirements for a 2-year business diploma program at Fanshawe College. This program at Fanshawe is for 2 years and has 2 course requirements: either English 4C college level or English 4U university level. So either one will work for this program. It also requires 1 math, but it does give you a lot of choice in which math is being used. So you can use a college, mixed, or university level math in grade 11, or a college or university level math in grade 12. It does have a note attached to the math requirement that if you are choosing to use a grade 11 math, that you must achieve a minimum of 60% in the course. Again, it is really important that you look at all college requirements because they are so different. So please do your research carefully. I am now going to pass it over to Mrs. Gorski to speak about apprenticeship and workplace pathways.
Hello, everyone. So I'm going to just discuss apprenticeships briefly. Now, apprenticeships, most of you think of apprenticeship as just a trade, perhaps in the world of construction. But there are so many apprenticeships that are out there with different career paths. I'll just list a few, and you can sort of think about them and start doing your own research to see what other areas you can become an apprentice. So there's a chef, electrician, plumber, hairstylist, automotive technicians. These are just a few. So what we recommend in high school when you're selecting courses is that you select a co-op education course in your course selection. This way you can have an experience in an apprenticeship area that you'll be interested in. So for example, if you're interested in becoming an electrician, our co-op teachers will place you in an electrical co-op experience. This is where you'll actually go out in the world of work and work hand and side by side with an electrician and learn that apprenticeship trade. So it's really important that if you're thinking of that pathway, number one, start researching all the different types of apprenticeship. Make sure that you do select co-op education, which is very highly recommended and a great way for you to really kind of discern if that's a pathway that is for you. So that's something to consider. And also from an apprenticeship, we also have a program here in high school that you can actually earn your level 1. So apprenticeship works as you're hired by an employer. Once you graduate, then you move into working towards your hours. But here in high school, while you're doing a co-op education course, you can also be registered with the Ontario Youth Apprenticeship Program. This will allow you to also earn your level 1 while still in high school. So that's something to consider. And if you want to discuss that with either Mr. Keene, Mr. Deladon, or myself, please make an appointment and we can certainly discuss that with you. Also, the next pathway, the fourth one, is the world of work. So many students have decided either just to continue in the world of work. Maybe they're going to defer their education for a year or two, take a gap year, which is fine. So you can certainly, many opportunities in the world of work, whether it's retail, whether it's restaurant, delivery services, big box stores. So that's a great pathway as well to go into. So now that you've heard about just a few of the different careers available in these pathways, we want you to continue doing some research on your own. And again, any questions, please let us know. Next, Mr. Keene will be reviewing the important reminders you need to keep in mind.
Okay, the Ms. Gorski had mentioned earlier about the SHSM programs. You can talk to your guidance counselors about the various SHSM programs that are available. You will need to take a co-op if you are interested in taking one of them, and the guidance counselor is probably your best source of information to look into that possibility for you. Moving on, e-learning courses. E-learning courses are, you can find them in STA's course calendar. These are different than the remote learning or the virtual high school courses. There's some flexibility in these e-learning courses as to when you can complete the work for those. Some examples for courses for grade 12 are IDC4U, which is a peer tutoring course, the Writer's Craft, EWC4UE, and Earth and Space Science, which we don't offer these at school, and we haven't, but you can take them online. So if you're interested in that area, you can take these courses, and they can all be found both in the course calendar on My Blueprint under e-learning courses. Dual credits are credits that are done at Fanshawe College, and the dual aspect of them is that you get a credit both for Fanshawe and for high school that you can use towards your OSSD. It's a fantastic way to learn about various things that may be of interest to you that we're not able to offer at high school. You can see on this slide some of the possibilities: fashion, police foundations, video game design, auto body, cooking. If there is an interest of yours that we don't have to offer, there may be the opportunity to take it at Fanshawe. Again, check with your guidance counselor to see if this might apply to you. So just before we go into a live demo, there's a few reminders that I'd like to go over. First of all, your course selection for grade 12 is due by mid-February. You can go on anytime onto My Blueprint and set up your high school plan. You won't be able to lock it in until February, but they need to definitely be done by mid-February. You make sure you choose the courses that you want and that you need. It's very important that you think carefully about what courses you want. It's best to choose initially the ones that you want, as opposed to just putting anything in and thinking that you can change them later. Sometimes courses will fill and you won't be able to switch into them later on. And if not enough students choose courses, we may have to cancel sections of them. So if it's important that you spend time right now deciding what it is that you want and sign up for those courses right away. Don't forget to complete your community service hours. They can continue to be done and submitted through guidance at any time. There is information about the literacy test that will be coming up in the spring, so stay tuned for that. Because in both of those two things, the community service hours and literacy tests, of course, are important for your graduation. Remember, the three things that you need to graduate are your 30 credits, your 40 hours of community service, and one successful literacy test. So please be sure to keep those in mind and can get those hours in and pay attention for information about the literacy test coming up. I'm going to ask Mr. Deladon now to take us through a demo of how to actually choose your courses.
Thank you, Mr. Keene. I'm just going to load that up for everybody. So in order to choose your courses, as Mr. Keene said, you will go to My Blueprint. On the left-hand side, you will see the high school tab. When you click the high school tab, it'll bring up your course planner. We've loaded a sample timetable from a student who would be in grade 11 right now, and we'll look at filling up some courses for next year. For most of you, using My Blueprint will be familiar, but we'll just give you an idea of, and a reminder of what to do. So when you want to select courses, you simply click the box that you want to fill in. So here we're going to choose English. All the English courses might pop up, but we can filter, as Mr. Keene said earlier, by grade. So we're going to filter by grade 12, which gives us our options for grade 12. If I'm going to pursue the university pathway, I must ensure that English 4U is there. If I'm on the college pathway, English 4C. So I'm going to choose English 4U. The options come up, and I'm going to add course. I see that it has loaded in the system, and then I can go on and fill in my other courses. I want to show you how to select co-op, as co-op will take 2 spots in the plan. So if I go to courses and I filter by grade 12, I'm going to look under cooperative education. I'm going to see the co-op code come up. I'm going to click that and I'm going to add course. Pretty simple. And I see that it takes up 2 credits in my plan. Note that there is an application that has to go with co-op, so keep that in mind as well. And you'll fill up your entire column. We ask that you do fill up all 8, even if you are considering a spare. So please fill up all 8. And we also encourage that you'll be required to complete alternates. And alternates are really important. In the event that a course maybe isn't available, or if a course gets canceled, or if you have a conflict in your timetable, then we are going to look at your alternate courses and move those in. So please take those seriously, and please ensure that you select appropriate alternates so that we have the right courses for you if you need them. Though it's not available right now, when you are done, you're going to click Review Course Selections, which will give you the opportunity to submit your course selections, and that will take place starting February 1st. I'm now going to ask Mrs. Gorski to finalize the presentation.
Hello again, everybody. I just want to take a moment. Again, you can always make an appointment to see your guidance counselor. Just go on our main school webpage, click on to different departments. You'll see guidance. And then, of course, we have our electronic appointment request form. Please complete that at any time and we will get back to you. So thanks again. Just a reminder, please choose your courses carefully. As Mr. Keene and Mr. Daladon have explained, it's so important that you really take the time and plan your courses. We just so you know, and I know both Mr. Keene and Mr. Daladon mentioned, we schedule our school based on course selections. So things are, different these days. So we want to make sure that what you select is what you actually get in your timetable. So you can go on anytime now. You can go on My Blueprint. You can start selecting. Nothing is going to be locked in, submitted until probably around mid-February. So we're looking at probably a submission date of around Friday, February 19th area, but we'll certainly let you know via My Blueprint, send you a message that we need you to lock in your courses. So take the time now, select courses, and then there won't be any concerns as we move forward. So thanks again, everyone. If you have any questions, please feel free to send us an appointment and we will get back to you. Take care. Happy scheduling. Thanks very much.